Hey everybody, and welcome to my In5 series on the Dirty Wave M8, where I try and cover a topic in about 5 minutes. I have been spending a lot of time with the Dirty Wave M8, even though I haven't really been making any videos on it. I've been just trying to really figure out what I want to do with it. I've been really thinking about trying to set something up that's more of a live performance tool, something where I can have control over launching clips. So I've got the Launchpad Pro here. I also wanted something where I can, get a little bit more hands-on with some knobs. So I've got the Faderfox EC4 here, so I can do like, pitch sweeps for, kick drums or, do other like pitch filter, whatever. And honestly, I do like the simplified ness of the M8. It really forces you to kind of get down to a core set of what you'd like to do. So I've been just having a blast working with it. Been using them pretty regularly for 2 years, 2.5 years. I don't know. Anyway, right now I've just got the audio out here, so I can play my track here. It's a little low. Let's knock it up a little. So I can start and stop it with the play button, not a problem. I've only got 4 tracks here, but I've been trying to think about like, do I want to go for 4 tracks and go half, track A, track B, where we go kind of a DJ mode I can crossfade between or whatever. I haven't settled on it. I've gotten a few different styles and setups I've been playing with and experimenting with. Anyway, to get a lot of you who have gotten the Launchpad Pro Mark III, you know that you just go TRS A out to in and then out to in back. And this sets up a MIDI loop between the two devices. They can talk to each other and works great for being able to set up as a control surface. They're both TRS-A, so you don't need anything more than just a straight TRS to TRS cable. Works great. Unfortunately, the Faderfox EC4 is TRS format B, and because of this, you're going to need something like this device or a special cable. But basically what it's going to do is it's going to swap the left and right channel, but keep the ground consistent, because by swapping it allows you to just go from MIDI TRS type A to B or B to A, whichever. I mean, it's the same thing that comes out in the wash. So I just want to show you how you can get the connections hooked up, a few things that I've learned, how to get this set up, and just show you really quick. So without further ado, the important thing we want is we need the TRS output here first to go out. So we're just going to go out, and then I'm going to route this over to the input, which is on here. And this is going to allow the M8 to send MIDI over to the Launchpad Pro. From the Launchpad Pro, we need to go out, and we need to go to the MIDI in here, and this is going to then allow us to get MIDI signals from the Launchpad over here, and then it's going to go through the EC4 back to the M8. And I'm going to explain a couple of things of why this works or what I needed to do and why. But as we plug it out, again, we need to swap back from TRS-B to A. So I'm going to go MIDI out, back in. Whoops. I guess we're good there. Okay. So we can see immediately that the Launchpad is now in the MIDI setup. The M8 saw it, switched to Launchpad mode, and we've got like our little indicators of where we are in viewing. And immediately I can do things like hit pattern play. We can play this track, listen to it. We're in mute mode, so I can just start muting things. I can hold shift and, whoops, gotta go to live mode first. Shift and left, shift, and then here we can drop out tracks so that they're not playing anymore at the end of the bar, and do all kinds of fun stuff. Now, the other thing to know is here, I mean, I got to go do a lot of programming on it. I really only know what the kick cutoff is set to at the moment, but I can come back in and get that set up, and I'll show you in a second. But the Faderfox EC4 has, I don't know, I think it's like 200 or some crazy number of pages. You can set these knobs up for multiple settings and things. So I just got to go through and start configuring them. My understanding, and I believe this is correct, is that the M8 to Launchpad Pro will basically consume all of the MIDI channels 1 through 4. So as long as you're programming the Faderfox not to send anything on the MIDI channels 1 through 4, I believe you can go and set them up to route channels 5 through 16 to whatever you want. And I have seen like where I've tried hooking up the SP404 Mark II or other things, it gets in the way and starts corrupting the display here on the Launchpad Pro. So you don't want that. Now, let's bring these back in. So I've got, as I said, I know that this KKC0 or CO is set up for what I want, and which, as I said, is going to be a kick cutoff. So if I come in, I guess it's just going to be drums, but if I come down here, let's program this as a low pass filter. If I come down to the cutoff and hold down Option and move the knob, it assigns the MIDI map immediately. And now I can use the knob here to start doing some control over the kick by filtering the cutoff for the low pass filter. I could add resonance or anything else, but to me, like, super powerful, should be super fun to allow me to start getting a little bit more hands-on control on some knobs without having to go into the pages and then hold like edit and left or right to modify the values. And I'm hoping it'll be fun. So couple things. If you're wondering why I went in this specific order, I did try getting the Faderfox EC4 as the first device from the M8 to go basically out to the input here and then over to the Launchpad Pro. And the Launchpad Pro works fine, but it would not take and forward any of the EC4 signals or control changes past itself back over to the Dirty Wave M8. Now, there's probably some MIDI settings to do some of that, but obviously when you start doing like MIDI through and other things, you don't want to just have this send the signal to the Launchpad, then the Launchpad sends it to the M8, then the M8 sends it back over. You can create some feedback loops for MIDI that will cause a lot of problems. I have not had a single problem or looping issue with the setup so far. So as I said, I would just go out to the Launchpad out to the input on the EC4, then the EC4 out back into your M8. Seems like it works fine and should be pretty fun to work with. Anyway, everybody, thanks for stopping by. Keep making music, keep having fun. Remember, it sounds good, it is good. Drop any questions, comments, or anything else you have in the down below. And yeah, hoping to start working on getting some Dirty Wave M8 stuff out for you guys. For what I've been working on, playing around with, and maybe see if I can eventually get to doing a live stream just playing around and jamming. Anyway, peace.